Yo, what's happening? I'm gonna make this quick video here. Something I noticed has happened quite frequently. A lot of people going to Africa doing travel vlogging and so forth, and that's no problem if you're gonna do that. But what I noticed, a lot of people seem to be dependent on YouTube and the donations and the super chats and so forth while they're over in Africa. And if that doesn't pan out for them, they end up right back in America. I watched one couple many years ago. That was in Ghana, and I guess stuff didn't pan out for them, so one had to come back to America while she was working there. I guess eventually they got a sponsor or whatnot, so they're good to go now. But just saying, my advice would be to create an online business wherever you at. Use the income from the online business to fund your lifestyle in Africa. I mean, what are you using, dollars, euros, pounds, whatever. That way you have an online business that's self-sustaining. That would be one of the best ways to do. So then you could do YouTube on the side. That would just be extra money versus depending on the super chats and the donations and so forth. And because I mean, at first people might start doing it, and eventually they're gonna start thinking, "Well, wait, man, I'm supporting you living in Africa. You got away while I'm still here in America or wherever they might be." So they're gonna start saying, "Nah, I'm not gonna give you the more money, man." They still watch your content, but how much, unless you're making get a lot of views and so forth, clicks and views, CPM, you're not gonna make that kind of money. And at any given time, Google, YouTube can just demonetize you. I know. I've been demonetized now for some years now. So at any given time, for any given reason, their platform, their show, they call the shots. And also, what I've been noticing also is people going from living in the city in America and going to live in a rural area, which you have no experience doing that. So talk about a culture shock. And to me, that's you setting yourself up for failure doing that. And that's my opinion anyway, because I watch many of them just fail and go back to whatever country they come from because it wasn't prepared. You can't go from all your different creature comforts, your AC and all that stuff, to the washing machines and all that kind of stuff, to not having that kind of amenities, washing your clothes on hand and stuff. You might not want to do that. So it all depends on your tolerance and how your plan is laid out and so forth. But my opinion, to do some real research, take the emotions out of the equation, and really look at it for the way it is. And look at the reality of you going there, how you can sustain yourself, especially if you're going there with a family. You need to look at all that type of stuff. Not just based on the feeling, I want to get out of America, I want to get out of Britain, or wherever you might be coming from. Yeah, that's fine. But after your feelings begin to subside, and your furrier wears off, reality sets in. How am I going to make it here? What type of healthcare system do they have? If your kids or you have special needs, can you get that? Can you afford that? I mean, you have to look at everything. And I see many people going to these smaller countries. Again, I have nothing against wherever you're going. But to me, I think some of you setting yourself up for failure. You're just going based on what you see some YouTube influencers doing. You have no idea who they're connected to, no idea how they're supporting themselves. You don't know any of that stuff. And then some of you come in with the wrong type of mindsets, and you're going to take over, you're going for the bag and that kind of stuff. And that doesn't work out. Like the one happened to the one lady in Gambia. She's back in Atlanta, Georgia now. So you can't have that type of mindset, coming to somebody's house and be so braggadocious, So you got to just be realistic with it, your goals and your aspirations, and really do your research. Stop going based on what you see YouTubers are doing and living in the bushes and that kind of stuff in the village life. And if you have no experience in that, you don't know what you're getting yourself into. I'm just saying it again. If you go into a place that's going to be hot and you don't have AC, you only have fans and so forth, and you're used to a certain type of lifestyle living in America, and I'm pretty sure it's the same way in Britain. So you got to really prepare yourself psychologically for what you're getting into. And then I see some of you go into where you have street vendors and you barter with the vendors, and that's fine. But not every day you might want to do that. Some days you might want to go into a store, pick up whatever the item say costs, $2 or whatever, and you pick it up and go on with your business. You don't want to be haggling back and forth in prices. So I mean, I'm just saying you got to look at everything in its totality, everything, not just the school system, not just the everyday life and so forth. You got to look at everything that you're doing right now, your life in America, and how it affects you. And you got to say, okay, well, I'm going to Africa, this is what I need. I have diabetes or high blood pressure, whatever you might have. You got to look at all that stuff and know, can I get the care that I need? You got to be real with yourself. So do your research. Really do your research. Don't do a move based on the emotions like what a lot of people are doing. And then when they get there, they find out that's not what they thought it would be. Then they start bashing the particular state in Africa they're in. It doesn't make any sense. Like what happened to that one couple that went to Ghana and they just bash talking. They didn't have any snacks. I'm like, that don't make no sense. But nevertheless, like I'm saying, just do your research. Don't base your move on emotions. All right, that's all I got, man.